friend in the area and was able to go hitch a ride with them.
Airship that they have finally gotten overhead to be able to track this. CMA CGM is a logistics company, and when you go to their website, the first that way and get units behind it. And again, this did start, we believe, stolen out of the Bakersfield area. It did sound like, when I was listening to the radio traffic, that at least the LA CHP units got involved with it on the 14 freeway as it was on it, or that container that it is carrying, that CMA CGM container, which is owned by a logistics company. The goods inside of it may have also had a tracker in them.
And you know, the interesting thing too, well, it probably is a fact. This person who was taking this truck obviously knows how to drive a semi, and that's not everybody.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, these are, you know, they're not, you know, certainly easy to drive. They're obviously stick shift. They have like certain restrictions, certain requirements. You know, Des was mentioning when we first got over this, this semi truck was going about 75 miles an hour. And at one point, when Desmond was looking at that thing that's kind of flapping side a little bit, probably indicative of the high speeds and the inability to really keep a good handle on a vehicle like this and the weight of this vehicle at those speeds.
So, and we can say that CHP has been on this from the beginning, since it has gone from Bakersfield on the freeways.
Well, that's what I'm trying to sort that out right now. So we know that CHP knows it was stolen from Bakersfield, and we're trying to piece together exactly when they found it and got behind it. From what I was listening to on the CHP radios, it sounds like it was on the 14 freeway, because I heard a couple of units. They ran the plate a couple of times to verify it. So to me, it sounds like they picked it up on the 14 freeway, ran the plates, and verified that it was the stolen tractor trailer that they were looking for, and got into pursuit with it. And you see that light from the LAPD helicopter. CHP had a pretty tough time trying to get a helicopter involved in this. This is actually the second pursuit. So I don't know if they've got some maintenance issues going on down there, but they requested the LA Sheriff's Department helicopter. They didn't have one available, and now we're finally seeing the LAPD. I believe this is Air 16 that is with this.
That is correct. And so I was actually talking with my pilot, who may have a little bit more information on this. He thinks it may actually be more of a budgetary reason that they're not on this right now. Maybe if it comes closer to Fullerton, we'll see them launch for that. Oh, let's see. Kind of like he's slammed on the brakes there for a second here. Wasn't sure if there was something up ahead that he saw, but yeah, they didn't launch for the pursuit earlier, and then we had a pretty lengthy pursuit, a little bit more dramatic here. We're trying to, you know, we've really been wanting to see inside the inside of this cab, but just have not been able to get a look at this. Trying to look at a pretty well-made truck, I guess we can say that.
Well, that's for sure. But at the same time, you know, we can start seeing even more sparks as this truck is picking up speed, and then that also maybe gives us a little more insight into this person driving the truck, because they slow down tremendously for a while. Driving back and forth, I would say purposely. At first I thought maybe that was the truck.
Those seem pretty deliberate, you know, it all is. But yeah, that the owner, you know, must keep, obviously for protection, must keep something in there. And it doesn't. They never stated that the suspect has it or knows where it is or anything like that. But it was an officer safety kind of awareness thing that there is something in there.
Do we know what you see? Right before it happened, we were talking about the IE, and as it got closer. Yeah. I'm just wondering.
Probably the ones we're in Ranch Cook. I believe was Baldwin Park's area. So more sparks coming out of the truck now after that spike strip happened back in the Baldwin Park area. I mean, you know, no tires, and it's still going.
Then makes you wonder, again, we can never really figure it out, but what could this person be thinking with sparks flying and fire?
And what's the, I mean, you know, Desmond was on a pursuit southbound on the 5, I think he talked about it, where this exact same thing happened, and then the semi-truck caught fire, and the suspect had to get out. So, I mean, that's not unrealistic to happen at all.
And Desmond, I'm so surprised that this suspect is now going even faster, especially with those two front wheels shot.
I really can't believe it. I thought that we were going to be near the end of this one here, just with the truck, you know, physically incapable of getting back up to speed, and yet here we are above 50 miles an hour. There you see another CHP unit that's coming, getting involved in this fiasco. Frankly, that's what it is. I mean, I think we're down, pretty much down to the brake caliper at this point, and then what's going to happen? I will have to imagine once that falls off, that is finally going to disable this truck. Just amazing how stubborn, how obdurate this suspect is this evening here, just refusing to give out, just dragging this out as long as possible. Yeah, I just what can you say? This is a pretty wild one.
You know what, guys? Okay, what is the possibility here? They wouldn't need to do another spike strip, right? Because there's no tires
Right.
on the front.
And that's what. So the last time we had this marathon semi-truck pursuit that went on for like 6 hours, what happened is they did that, what you're seeing on the right side of your screen. They put the spike in, and exactly this happened, where it took out the front 2 tires. But then what happened is that the driver kept going and kept wearing down what was left, and the front of the semi-truck got so close to the ground that when they tried to put new spike strips underneath, there wasn't enough clearance for the spike strips to get under to hit the other tires. So then the spike strips became ineffective, which really kind of, hampered CHP's plans to be able to bring it to an end. So we'll see if that happens here. And then the other part is, wow, lots of sparks.
Oh, look at all these sparks.
Almost fire, Des, or is that
I
sparks?
was to say, is
Yeah,
fire
well,
under?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe we can work it to the other side. I think the passenger side is down to the caliper as well. I mean, this is going to catch, and this suspect is literally jeopardizing their life now, just continuing this madness. This is starting to get pretty scary.
And that right side looks like it looks like it may be already on fire. On the right side, it looks pretty bright over there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're working our way over to the path.
Say on purpose, I mean with
Wow.
crews and pyrotechnics. This
Right.
is just
Professionally,
unbelievable.
yeah.
And yes, and this person.
Now, so finally out of the vehicle, at least the pursuit is over, and the
Pretty steep drop too. I'm looking here if he tries to get over this wall.
They're
yeah,
right behind him.
oh, there we
Where
go.
is
Oh
K9?
boy, yeah, it just got over the fence right there and took kind of a fall, just running on adrenaline right now. So hopefully we get some officers in here and bring this madness to an end.
Well, if they had K9s, this was.
It's on
What
fire.
do you see?
Well, we're just have to cede this airspace to the authorities. We came here on the other side of this driveway, just trying to catch up to complex.
Wow. Yeah, we can see a struggle. Looks like they do have them, Desmond.
What is
Oh,
left
damn.
over of this big rig, and I'm sure the owner of this truck is just besides themselves right now. I really hope that they have good insurance and ending in Rancho Cucamonga.
Truly.